Please.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm doing it today.
Ooh, heck yeah.
Yeah. He asked me like 6 hours ago, and I was tired, so I said yes.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
It's fine. We play a game Saturday mornings as well together, so
Yeah.
he tricked me.
Good job.
So, Session 5 recap. We started off with our party heading out of Port Mead to go their new house. They have been given by Annabelle's Unkin. Oh, Unkin was me, but to go their new house was you.
Yeah.
Given by Annabelle's uncle. While heading out, they also noticed a lot of other merchants headed up that way, so they were closer near the end of a long merchant train. Along the way, Francisco also opened up the letter that was palmed to him earlier and sat back to read it. Sabryn was sitting up front with him, but was pretty much oblivious to him reading it. I rolled really low on perception. After reading it a few times, he took out a dagger and pricked his finger and put a few drops of blood on the note, which then vanished. Blood contract signed, he then sat back and followed the merchant train. Along the way, Sabryn told Carter about a semi-longer way around, but it would have less traffic, as it's mainly used by the local farmers, so they pulled off and headed towards the other road. After an hour or so, they were ambushed. Well, I wouldn't really ambushed, as I rolled very badly and they came without a scratch. But they did have a little help. Off behind a bush was a shaggy dwarf that had been watching them from afar and saw the ambush and tried to help out. He bull-rushed one of the bandits and grappled it while the rest went to town. It was a glorious slaughter for our party's first combat. They also got to see Captain Carter get angry in the form of a 9-foot-tall rune knight that also was channeling her ancestors as she raged and went to town. Our Warforged wizard was also in fine form at first. One of the large bandits ran into the wagon and went toe-to-metal-toe with it. Somehow the bandit missed badly, though, and fell over, leaving room for Talos to unleash a wicked witch bolt, which did some massive damage to the bandit, as well as himself, when it backfired and he got put in reboot mode. Electrocuted himself. After the fight was over, they found out that the dwarf called himself Tooth, and had been pulled somehow in this direction, and that he has felt some sort of kinship with the group. He saw them come out of the tree the day before, and for some reason he knew he had to stay close. So after some introductions were made, he was welcomed to join the group. Then the looting of the dead started. They found out that the bandits were actually pirates, and that our Francisco had heard of them before. They were the crew from a ship called the Lightning Strike, and had some very fine tattoos in the shape of a lightning bolt. They also had 4 daggers, grappling hook, 2 short swords, a long bow, a hand crossbow, a hooked polearm, 1 very nice breastplate, and chainmail armor, 2 healing potions, a vial of acid, which of course our pirate used with some regular ink to give himself a replicate lightning bolt tattoo, and Sabryn one of an obsidian chalice. Also 250 gold, 80 silver, and 1 large hat. After they had looted all the bodies, they got back in their wagons and headed out once again. It was getting late in the afternoon, so after a few more hours, they pitched camp and got ready for the night. Carter also caught Tooth up with most of what was happening around the world at the moment. So after some more food and conversation, those that needed sleep went to bed, and Sabryn and Benjamin took watch. Talos also finally rebooted come morning. The end.
Perfect. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened, everybody. It was a fun...
We also saw a house with legs.
True. And it was moving pretty quick and doing pretty much the entire perimeter of the plains, you could tell. You've seen it overnight a few times going by. During the night, when it did come by, it did somehow slow down, somewhat noticing maybe that you guys were sleeping. And you also would have noticed that the house was lit up pretty good. Fires going, smoke coming out of it, and all that fun stuff. But it would have slowed down to let you guys sleep. So, it is roughly early morning. Sun is just slowly starting to rise. You and Benjamin have been up all night doing what?
I was reading my Lunar Legacy book.
Okay.
I'm about 11 hours into it at the time we wake up.
Okay. Benjamin probably wouldn't have been doing much. You would have seen him playing with his new lantern that he got. So, if you didn't want to do anything else, we will say that everybody else is slowly starting to wake up. It'll be about 6 o'clock in the morning. And you guys do get a full rest and get everything back that you needed. Not that you really needed a lot.
I heal 1 point of damage. This one.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been only spell slots.
I meta magic back.
Yeah, pretty much. That's all that was used.
Yeah.
Alright, so what do you guys want to do while you are waking up? As you wake up, it is a nice night out. Good weather. No issues there at all.
I want to look around and see if Tooth is still with us, because he went off into the woods to sleep or something.
Yeah, you'll see him. You'll see him as close to somewhere between kind of like camp and the woods. He hunkered down by some trees, but he's sitting over there, and if you make eye contact, he'll come over.
Good morning.
He says, good morning. Yeah, good morning.
Okay, bye. I'm gonna go check on Talos. See if he woke up. Because I think they're the only ones that I couldn't see immediately, so I'm just gonna go check and make sure Talos is waking.
Tooth has not seen Talos booted up, so he's going to follow you.
You will still find Carter sound asleep inside the tent with Talos.
Yeah, I'm still asleep in the wagon.
I stick to the opposite side because I feel like if we somehow accidentally wake her up, she'll be immediately on attack mode. That seems like something that would happen with her, so.
You did share a inn with her, and she was fairly easy to wake up. Yeah, she didn't. If anything would go wrong, you would have seen her whip of warning glow. So she's should be fine. But it's up to you if you want to wake her up.
No. She's scary. I'm good. I will try and wake up Talos, though, if he's not clearly awake. Hey, buddy, you good? You awake? You okay? I think you're muted.
Yeah, I just sort of mouth that when the thing comes out. That better?
Ah, there you are. You okay?
Good.
It kind of got electrocuted and booted down. How you feeling?
I am feeling groggy. Well, the last bit of the memory is still not quite there, but it will come back.
We made a new friend. This is Tooth.
I'm Tooth.
I am Talos.
Our Tooth kind of looks around. He's like, "Are you also a student?"
In one way. I used to help the students. What are you a student of?
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm a mason. I'm a builder. And just like to do stuff outdoors. But I've done some work there. So
You can describe your character for him too.
sure. You see, Tooth is kind of a younger looking, gristled, bearded dwarf who looks like he's kind of wearing work clothes. He's got kind of patchy leather on, and notice he's wearing a big bear pelt over his head. It seems like he even went to sleep in it. And he's got a big, the hilt of like a great axe on his back, as well as a quarterstaff.
I must have seen your work at some point then. It was all quite impressive.
Did you so did you all meet at this did you all meet at the school?
No, we did. And I point to Talos and I and Benjamin outside.
Don't think you can count Benjamin.
Well, we met him there.
You met him in Muna.
Is this a meeting if we don't know he was there?
You would have known about Benjamin at the school, but your first meeting was in Muna.
We may have technically accidentally kidnapped him. I'm not really sure. Or he came on purpose. I don't know. But then we were in Muna, and that's where we met those two. Referring to Carter and Francisco.
Yeah, I can tell you if you want me to jog your memory on your first meeting with Ben.
I had thought we'd met him at the school and just didn't know he came with us.
No, you would have.
I guess we just heard of him.
You would have known about him. The only thing Ben hid himself away inside Talos on Talos's journey to Muna.
Right.
He didn't know he was there. The only thing you've gotten really out of Ben is that he was asked to come take care of Talos by the head librarian there. Talos would know that there's an issue with the librarian, so those two stories kind of don't match. But that would be only him to know.
Oh. And we haven't even known each other very long. I mean, we were only in Muna for, what, a couple days, Talos?
Today's day 3.
Yeah.
Tooth kind of looks around to make sure that, to see if he can see Francisco, and he's like, and we trust the pirate? You guys are safe with the pirate?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
As soon as you say that, you're gonna Carter's gonna stir and go, "You never trust a pirate."
I think he's fine.
How close is the tent to the cart?
How close is what, sorry?
The tent to the cart.
Well, you were the only one in it, so however close you would have put it, right?
Yeah, you probably would have kind of had them close-ish, but I'm still going to say probably at least 25 feet away from each other for the two carts.
Okay, well, I'm going to assume that no one's being quiet this morning.
Not Tooth.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, not really.
He grumbled that kind of, but if you were listening, you could have heard that.
By Lunera, shut up.
Good morning!
Oh, God, it's too early for that. I'm gonna...
Is it early?
Yeah, technically you would have been on night watch for probably the last couple weeks, so yeah, getting up early, this is your nap time.
Yeah, and Francisco's gonna roll out of the cart with his moonshine still in the hand, and take a swig and say, "All right, what about the pirate?"
Well, it's all very confusing to me. It seems one way or another we were all drawn here, and I just things moved very fast yesterday. But I suppose I just want to know if we can all trust each other.
Mm-hmm.
I'd listen to Carter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna saddle my way back over to the cart. Francisco's hungover.
No.
Tooth at some point is going to walk away and see if get in a position to see if he can look in the direction of where that house had been and see if there's any like new activity with what was going on in that field.
Right now, From where you guys are, nothing in this general vicinity, no. Not until you move on, you might notice a little bit more movement, but it's still fairly dark out. Did you want to send your scout?
No.
Okay.
No.
So, do we know how far we are from the
You're still
Francisco's
about
house?
from the new house itself. You're roughly still a good half a day to the beginning of New Muna.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, New Hope.
Oh, sure.
Too many names.
And on this map, looks like so the whole area between the words New Hope and New Hope Chapel are New Hope. It's just that the chapel's like massive.
Like pretty much from the edge of Lake Mead all the way over is New Hope. New Hope itself is pretty much almost 300 miles long. So it's like one massive road with everything on the side. So this is one of the very first places that was built all those years ago. So it took them a long time to like fell all the trees and everything that was in and around the area. So everything was pretty much just, at that time, it would have been just one main road and just everything piled along the sides. So it is very, very long. It takes like a good 7 to 8 days just to go from one side to the other. There's not a lot of people here because it's more tourist. Well, it's more tourists than anything, but so it would just be like one main road, a bunch of like houses, industrial, and then roads branching out as you go into like subdivisions and all that.
I don't know what time Carter usually gets up, and like, are we supposed to wake her? Do you think?
You heard her moving around. She's just not in a rush.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Hey, Tooth, do you need to eat?
I do.
Do you have food? Do we have food? I checked my
There's-
pockets to see if I have food.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, we have food in the cart.
Yeah, you have lots of provisions in the carts.
Oh, good.
Yep, and food for the horses.
Oh, yes. I go feed the horses. I forget Tooth and I go feed the horses.
Yeah.
That seems like more fun.
I'll pull out a slab of bacon.
I'd also like take that opportunity to. I know I was traveling and actively camping before this, so I would add my rations in. Having had a night and a morning together, I'd add my rations in with the group rations.
Okay.
And
Yeah, like if you guys went through the two carts, you would find like barrels of dried food, like some fresh meat hanging. So you can survive there for. It wasn't really packed for not knowing that three of you do not eat. So there is an abundance of stuff.
see, Tooth looks really proud, and he adds probably about 7 pounds of dried jerky to the food supplies.
Yeah, so it's really only you, Carter, and Francisco that need to eat.
Yeah, I'm gonna set to making breakfast.
Okay, you're gonna hear Carter yell, "Don't burn it!"
Yeah, I'm gonna purposely make like the bacon that's extra crispy that crumbles. Yeah, I'm gonna make that for Carter.
Okay.
That's how I eat it.
That is not how I eat it.
How do you like that?
Tooth's gonna come up to Francisco and hold out a fistful of jerky and say, "It's venison. Do you want it?"
Yeah, throw it in the pan.
No. This is ready to go. Just eat this. I dried this and I cured this, and this is ready to just pop it in the mouth.
Well, let's eat some fresh food there, champ.
You say that makes Tooth look pretty dejected, but he starts eating a little bit and he sits down to join for breakfast.
Yeah. Francisco will hand you the jar of moonshine and say, "Drink up."
You look at it a little bit, and I take a swig and wince a little bit and hand it back.
Good man. Are you any good with that axe on your back or what?
Well, I would say so, but depends. Sometimes if someone's a bit stronger, I feel like I want to take it out, and if someone's a bit weaker, I figure that's when I use the stick.
Okay. Yeah. Mercy and all that good stuff.
So convincing.
Tooth will like nod very genuinely, like he took that at face value and he agrees on it.
Yeah. Well, I know the other two don't eat at all, but Sabryn, do you want to taste something at least?
You look over and Sabryn's been feeding the horses, and you look over and like she definitely is like also a little bit eating whatever she gives the horses just to see what it tastes like, and just looks over and is like, "Ah, yes."
Some dry oat cakes.
Yeah, I don't know. Skip over. What do we got?
Yeah. Got bacon and eggs.
I'll take some bacon.
Yeah, don't touch that. That's Carter's.
Okay.
Just overcooked everything.
Yeah.
Tooth will hold out the same bit of venison jerky that's been in his sweaty palm for you. Say, it's venison.
Okay. I eat that too.
He's really happy about that.
Carter,
did you
hurry
have a
up.
drink out as well?
Oh yeah, I'm still sipping on the moonshine.
Oh, right.
Hair of the dog.
Mm.
You're going to hear a, "Don't rush me. I am not a morning person." You'll also see once she comes out, she's got like no armor on. Her hair is not done up. Yeah, she's pretty much just in her underclothes and just wandering around. First time you've seen her without armor on.
100%. She's still super hot though.
Oh god, yeah, she's
Yeah,
right.
like.
Yeah.
Why don't you sway a little at least?
She's ignoring you.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean we can see more of her tattoos?
Yeah, she'd be just in like standard, like baggy pants and like a muscle shirt almost. So, yeah, you'd probably see quite a few.
Dope.
Mm-hmm.
I see that, and then I remember that we just got tattoos, so I check ours and see how they like look the next morning.
They are a little infected. You guys rolled pretty well. Not enough to cause any damage, but they will take a little bit to heal, yes. But they do still look pretty good.
Wait, you got tattoos?
Oh, yeah! Francisco did it! Look! And I show him it's a obsidian chalice. I don't remember. I think I put it here.
Yeah,
Maybe
it was
I put it there. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was
I think
upper
it was
arm.
Upper arm.
I think it was upper arm.
Up in here.
Yeah.
How
We used poison!
Acid.
Yeah, we used acid.
Acid and just regular ink.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jailhouse style.
as I look
Are
around,
you
can I
okay?
see?
Oh, yeah! It went great! Do you want one? I don't... Or we might have to get a little bit inventive, but I'm sure we can figure it out.
Over the beginning of the spell tattoo sleeve that's sort of burnt on it. I think I am good.
Yeah, his looks much nicer.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Carter's gonna probably just walk up, grab her food, just look at you, sigh, and just walk away and just eat it quickly. Yeah, what's Benjamin doing in the morning?
I'm not sure. He was on top of the wagon. He's probably just like still sitting up there, just like people watching.
Okay.
Not really interacting, just kind of feeling out the group and like seeing how this, like kind of watching whatever his name is, the dwarf. Just kind of just observing.
At some point, if we make eye contact, Tooth will kind of hold up that same. He'll reach in and grab more venison and hold it up in your direction, kind of questioning if you're going to come down and take it.
Ben will just like shake his head, like back away a little bit.
He'll retract.
Sorry, Ben doesn't really eat.
Doesn't eat.
No.
Or sleep. That's Carter.
Yeah, we don't really have to do any of that, and I just point to the three of us, to Ben, Talos, and I. I still do sometimes, but we don't technically have to.
I don't even think I've seen them breathe yet.
I don't think we have to do that
I've
either.
tried not to dwell on it.
Yeah, they're weirdos.
As Tooth looks around, can he tell how tall Sabryn is relative to himself?
A little bit taller.
A little bit taller than...
Just a little, yeah. You probably, you're what, 5'1"? I can't remember.
No,
you're 4 something, but...
I'm 4'5". Yeah.
So probably
just
like 5'3"-ish.
Yeah, so just a little bit taller. Like, you're fairly tall for a dwarf. But yeah, Sabryn kind of looks like a halfling, but just...
stretched.
Yeah, pretty much most of the party is around Sabryn's height. I don't think anyone's over 6. Except for maybe Talos. I can't remember how tall Talos was.
He's tall, if I remember correctly.
I think you were like 6'1" or something.
Yeah, Francisco's 5'11".
Okay. So a few tall people.
Yeah. Tooth is just going to kind of...
shortest.
Yes,
he's going to kind of hone in, though, on Sabryn and say, I don't mean to say it this way, but what are you a halfling?
Adjacent? I was a halfling. I technically guess I still am. It's a whole thing. It's fine.
Tooth is nodding, like he weirdly resonates with that.
I'm not gonna lie, this group is a little weird. We all kind of have some, well, except Francesco, he's just a pirate man, but we have kind of weird things going on.
For fun.
Yeah. But it's all fine.
I do eat, so I'm Tooth. I eat, and I eat 3 times a day, maybe. But I can be flexible. If I need to snack, I can snack.
No, we'll eat. Don't worry.
Oh, there's plenty of food in the cart. They gave us enough for all of us, not knowing that we don't really use it. So there's plenty for you guys.
That is a lot better.
I liked the venison, though. That was nice, too.
Thank you. I hunted it myself, and I killed it myself, and I cured it, and that's something I do well.
Huh. So you're a builder and a hunter?
No, I I really should be a better hunter, but I've spent a lot of time in the outdoors, so I just I suppose I've had to take care of myself for a while, so gotten okay at it.
Resourceful.
Yeah, something like that.
By now, Carter's eaten. You'll see her slowly. She's gone back into one of the carts to slowly get her armor and everything back on. As she gets in there, you're going to hear her say, "So, plan? What do you guys want to do?"
I don't know. You want some help with that armor?
You just had 2 kids, and you're already trying to hit on me?
Go help her out there, Tooth.
Tooth goes beet red. He starts looking. He starts looking at everybody. He looks at Carter like, "Should I?"
She's just going to sigh heavily and just go back to doing what she's doing.
Yeah, he doesn't go over there.
No, and from the corner, you're going to hear a nice little chuckle. Only
let's
2.
pack up. And
All right, so horses are fed. You guys are fed, cleaned up. I take it you guys don't want to stay around or do anything. You're just going to get on your carts and head north.
yeah.
I think you're heading northish. Yeah, northish. Okay, so you guys are pretty close. You still can't really see civilization yet from where you are because you're on the side road. As you guys slowly start to go, the road gets a little better from where you guys are. Spreads out a little. You can see off in the distance, you guys, once you crest a hill, that the plains of Onath on your right. So like it's like a massive valley goes down. It'll have like sections that you can see because you guys are pretty high up. The plains kind of come down. So over the plains you will see there are small little like inns in between everything in the plains. There are places to stay because it is so massive. If you're harvesting in the middle of it, it's like a 2 to 3 day journey to get outside. So there are places to stay and sleep. Everything you're going to need is going to be found in there. Sabryn kind of will know this because she's been there before. But yeah, you'll see like where you guys are is pretty much just going to be corn rows for quite a while. Everything else, you're going to have like barley fields, a whole bunch of different other fields once you get past. So there are lots of different types of crops and etc. around. But for the most part, you are going to be cornfields. About a half hour into your journey north, you will notice that house on chicken legs slowly start coming around again. It is just on another one of its paths. And if I can get perception checks from everybody.
Ooh. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's not that bad.
Not great.
So anyone, it's actually not bad. Anything over 14. Often
Look at that then.
you're pretty good. So pretty much everyone except Francisco and Tooth. Which is okay because Tooth doesn't know this. Oh no, Tooth would. Okay. Off in the distance as it's like a good 200 to 300 yards out of the edge of where you guys are. The house just starts coming and it's going pretty quick. And off in the distance, you just hear someone just having the time of their lives going, "Wee!" And out one of the windows, you see Puck just holding on as it slowly runs by.
Yeah, that makes sense. I try to wave.
You can wave, but it doesn't stop.
Yeah, for sure.
I rolled, and it didn't realize you were there. So, yeah, that's pretty much all you see on your journey is Puck hanging outside of this massive house on legs.
Certainly the house makes sense. Why did no one bring it up before?
We did. Wait, think of what?
I just point to the house going by on legs.
Think of, like, making that, or that it was from where Puck's from?
I had not seen it until fairly recently, and no one brought it up.
Yeah, I'll put a picture of it again here for you in chat. That thing.
I was tracking it for a while last night, but it wasn't coming towards us. It was just kind of running around, doing a patrol, so... Seems okay.
Seems okay for something that's really extremely weird, but yes. It's not something you see every day or grow accustomed to every day. So who's in what cart? So Carter's going to be up front. Who's going to be with Carter and who's going to be with Francisco? Because I believe you're driving the other one.
Yep.
I've been chilling with Francisco.
Okay.
This time, Tooth's going to go with Francisco. He doesn't want to go in the cart with Carter after that little. It's a little fresh.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I've gotten a picture of Carter for you guys. I'll have to find one. I just have her token.
Talos was with Carter.
Correct.
But
Yeah. I guess
I'll
I'll
probably just stick in the same cart then.
Okay.
go with Carter then, because 2 in each cart, that makes sense.
Okay. All right. So as you guys go up and travel, you don't really come across anything else on your journey. You will see a bunch of like local farmers just slowly coming in as you get closer and closer to New Hope. You will see a bunch more. Some of the carts that were heading up there have also caught up behind you in the middle of the night. So there are a few more carts behind you, quite a distance away. The people decided to have the same thought as you and bypass the main road. So you will slowly, as the sun rises and the day goes by, start slowly not being alone on the road. You won't see too much in coming towards you yet, but there is a little bit. You're pretty much at the front of another wagon train behind you. So as you guys go, takes probably a good 6 to 7 hours, so you're going to be pushing close to 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon by the time you finally hit the outskirts of New Hope.
when we started to see farmers and stuff, Sabryn did put her cloak back up. Just
okay. And above table, did you have any thoughts on, just in case you meet people you knew what you planned on doing? Are you going to keep your own name, or are you going to do something else?
Sabryn has not planned that far ahead.
No, okay, all right.
Nope. Just gonna wing it. What's my wisdom? Yeah, gonna wing it.
All right, then. That works for me. All right, so as you guys hit New Hope, I have so many names. So you guys are on the outskirts. You probably will be... where did I have? So you're still a good... By dinner time tonight, you're going to find where D'Artagnan's house is and your house is. Along the way, you're pretty much going to be seeing a lot of activity as you go through. You guys are near... You would have bypassed part of the city as you were coming in because you're coming in up and around it. So through the night, you would have at least worked your way like maybe a fifth of the way through the town. So as you get to the main road, you will be noticing there's a lot more town that way. But as to the east is where the majority of everything else is. So when you guys come up through the old farmer's path to the main town itself, you're going to be hanging a right and then going east. As you go, you will see quite a variety of species. Like this is prime vacation and visiting, and there's a lot of tourists here. So people are going to be out buying and shopping. There's going to be lots of wagons coming to and fro, all sorts of stuff. So where would you guys like to go first? You do know that you eventually will have to talk to someone in charge, because you guys have been told to let them know what's happening.
I did inform everyone about, like, the mayor and stuff,
Yes.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Did Tooth came through here about a week before?
You would have
this.
you would have, you pretty much took the same route that they just did, that you just backtracked on. You never went through the main town itself, no.
Got it. Does he notice any material change? Is it busier? Is it quieter?
It's pretty much
is it
about the same
vibes?
You got there, you've been hanging around for a good week or 10 days down there. Because you've seen Morgan come through, and it had been about a week before Puck came through. So you've been down there for quite a while. But your travel has been, like, you've been on the road for, I think we figured about a month from where you started. So you wouldn't really see too much more, other than now that there is a lot more merchant and cart activity. Yep.
Yes.
Of course,
Well, okay.
Francisco's going to say, let's go find my house.
Yeah, we can always talk to the mayor later, I guess.
Yeah, you would know.
I don't think we're on a timetable much.
Um,
Talking to the mayor-wise. Now versus, like, 3 hours from now, I don't know if it's...
No, you're on a timetable for certain events, but yeah, you haven't really been updated yet. No, okay.
I do have that we have about 10 days
Yes.
before something might occur from the portals.
Yeah.
That's the only timetable that I'm working with at the moment.
Okay.
I'd like to see Francisco's house.
It's technically his and all of yours. It has been gifted to the party. It just worked out better that Francisco was with you at the time. Yeah.
I hold the mortgage, but y'all can rent.
I think you're aware we don't have any money.
Yeah. We're from a school. We don't have money.
Students don't have money.
Exactly.
Technically, we're still being funded by the captain, though, right? Or the admiral?
By the Navy.
That's fine, yeah. Take the Navy's money. That sounds like something Francisco would like.
He's used to not having things handed to him on a silver platter, though. None of
That's why I said take the mayor. Yeah.
Okay. So, did you guys have any thing you want to shop or do or anything before you find the house?
Hey, Tooth, I yell over to the other cart. We shopped at the last town we were in, but do you need anything while we're here, going through?
I think I'm with you in the same.
Oh, you are
I
in my
think we're in,
cart.
yeah.
I just yell at him and then look over and he's right there. Oh.
You
Sorry.
see Tooth's kind of like poking his head out of the canvas. He's like, no, I don't need anything, but none of these people know about anything none of these people know about anything. This is even busier than when I came through. I just look
Yeah.
concerned.
We're supposed to tell them, well, we're supposed to at least inform the mayor, which we're planning on doing after we hit up Francisco's house. I'm sure he'll listen to... His family line goes all the way back to when the first portal opened that brought us here, so... I'm sure he'll listen. I mean, Carter's very intimidating, so... I'm sure he'll listen.
Well, as long as I don't have to do the talking.
No, I'm sure it's fine. You don't like talking?
Not particularly. It gets a little easier with folks I know, but folks I don't, I'm not going to be of much help to you guys.
You weren't in the meeting anyway, so I think it's fine. Like, we told you what's going on, sort of, but I don't think it would really make sense for you to explain it at this point, right? So.
Right. Do you think we're going to be able to help these people?
I mean, I think the bigger problem is we need their help. Because we have to do a bunch of farming stuff first. Otherwise, we'll be, like all of these people from the portal will come through, but we'll run out of food if we don't do this first. So I think the bigger problem might be getting them not to, like, panic.
Right.
I don't know.
You would also remember that the merchants did tell you that they do have...
Yeah, they're caches. I know.
Yeah, okay. All right. So, was Carter given the map to where you guys got to go? I think she was. Yeah. So, as you guys go along, you eventually, it's from where you guys ended up, you're going to be close to dinner again. So the sun is slowly going down. You will notice the areas that you are slowly coming in. This is going to be one of the older areas, the start of it. This pretty much is going to look like an old Western saloon type town. So this is one of the older, very, like, this is a 3,500-year-old town that is just constantly being upkept to look exactly how it used to. So as you spread out further and further, eastward is where things will start to get bigger and newer. But where you guys are is pretty much an old Western town. So, as you guys finally mosey on your way up, you will finally come across a couple side roads. You're not on the main road, so there will be signs on, like, First Street, Second Street, and Main Street, and all that fun stuff. So where you guys are going to be going down, you're going to be going down, like, a bunch of back roads. You guys are going to be heading south, so you're going to be hanging a right through the town, heading down a little. And you eventually come across a house that looks like this. It's a nice old house, and this is D'Artagnan's house. You don't know what's yours, but she was given a map to D'Artagnan's place. So that is...
Now, D'Artagnan is Annabelle's brother, right? The
Annabelle's,
farmer? Okay.
Yes. He has been informed that you are coming, but other than that, you don't know what else he has been told.
Gotcha.
All you know is that he is married with kids.
Ah. Have I ever heard of him before this?
No.
No? Okay, cool.
No.
Yeah, I'll as soon as we park the carts and everything, I will hop out and go bang on the door.
You will hear a bunch of screaming children inside running around. And you're going to hear someone just say, just, it's open, come in.
No hesitation, swing the door open and walk in.
Okay. So as you guys go through, main foyer is right there. It's a nice looking house-ish. Nothing major. It doesn't look like anything's expensive inside, so you can tell this is it's like a farmer's house. It's pretty much like clay and a whole bunch of just like chipped pottery and stuff like that. There's nothing too it's not an expensive place inside, but it is functioning. Some wood smoke, and you will smell supper cooking. As you guys go inside, you're going to have a very, very shaggy dog, fairly old, wander up and just bark at you. And from the back, you're just going to hear a voice go, he won't bite, just give me a sec.
I pet the dog.
Yeah,
I will pet anything.
Francisco's going to try to scare the dog away.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So literally, I'm going to look at it and growl.
Okay.
Sabryn gets so sad.
Give me an intimidation check on a very old shaggy dog.
Yeah. 22.
You're gonna give him a heart attack.
You're gonna see him it's probably like a 13-year-old hound that is just going to look at you and just kind of cower and back away, and that's about it. It's still staying in the room.
I go cover the dog with my body to block it from Francisco. And pet the dog.
Yeah, you will. It's shaking a little, and you see a little name tag, and his name is Shaggy.
He's so mean. I protect Shaggy from Francisco. I pay attention to nothing else that happens for the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, as everybody's getting settled, once everybody's getting settled, Tooth will go to that corner. That's going to be his corner. He's going to sit next to the dog.
Okay. Yeah. Did you want your scout outside or inside?
Outside.
You want to guard? Okay. Yeah, so eventually you're going to have a fairly well-dressed-ish gnome come in. He is short, brown hair, green eyes. He's about 3'4", very muscular build. He's just going to look at you, everybody, and go, "Hi. I'm assuming you're here. Who I'm told to wait for. I'm D'Artagnan. Who the hell are you?"
I'm Francisco.
You. I've heard about you. Apparently, congratulations for knocking up my sister.
You're welcome.
How'd that go?
We're good. They're both healthy babies.
You're not bleeding, so it couldn't have been that bad. You're lucky you're not bleeding. I was told not to do anything major to you yet, but hey. Who's the rest of you? All I got was you had a party of a few... What'd you do to my dog?
Nothing.
Shaggy, come here. And Shaggy's just going to ignore him and enjoy Sabryn.
Yeah.
He's just going to shake his head and go, "Whatever. Who and what are you all? Oh, this is a day."
Yeah, Francisco will start making introductions. So, say, the manly woman, that's Carter. The animal lover, that's Sabryn. The short guy there, that's Tooth. The metal man, that's Talos. And the see-through one, that's Ben.
Okay. This isn't what I planned for. Okay. I hope you like kids. Yeah. Try not
Francisco's already go grimace.
try to be nice to them. And he's going to look at you and go, "Your name's Sabryn? My daughter's called Sabryn."
Oh, that's weird.
Anyway, come meet the fam. So as you go in, you will see 3 part gnome, part halfling kids running around. And
Oopsie.
you're going to see your sister, Kithgrace.
But
So D'Artagnan is going to introduce his wife, Kithgrace, and go, "These are my 3 daughters, Sabryn, May, and Anne." Sabryn's about 3. May and Anne are twins, about 1 year old, and they are in their mother's arms. And she's just going to look at everybody and go, "Hi, okay. Yeah. Grab a seat. Dinner will be in 5.
Does Tooth notice, are these people, is this just what it seems, that there just more people than expected, or are they nervous or scared for some reason?
They weren't really, well, when you have 2 Reborn, one's a ghost, one's a metal, Warforged, and a half-drow come through unannounced, they're a little scared. They knew
I think
who
they were
were
told
coming.
to expect people,
They were
but
told to
not
expect
us.
Francisco and company,
Yeah.
but descriptions were not sent.
Yeah.
And the dwarf was not among that list. So this, where you guys are, it's a little cramped. The table is mainly for 4, but there are odds. When you guys came through the main room where the dog is still cowering, there was a couch and a couple extra chairs in there. Yeah, so introductions are going to be made. She's going to kind of look you over, but you are a little taller, and you kind of don't look and sound like yourself.
My hair is also a different color.
Yeah. She's just going to think a little and then put that away for now. You will see, if you guys want to give me perception checks, that you're in the living room, the dining room right now.
13.
Five.
Oh,
Okay, not
2.
Okay. So you will notice that there are a lot of family portraits around of the kids and family, and there is an old picture on the wall of, you guys wouldn't know, but it's pretty much Sabryn's family. Parents, sister, brother. You can kind of tell, it doesn't really look like Sabryn much anymore, but you will notice a bunch of old family pictures around of both sides. So you will see pictures of Annabelle, her uncles, her parents too, just scattered about. You're in the main living room, main dining room, so there's lots of pictures around.
But I don't make the connection that it's related to our party member.
No, not at all.
Okay.
No, for you, This is all just a family house.
But yeah, I'm looking around and do you feel like a bit of a bird? So he kind of like take off his bear pelt like it's a hat and just kind of straighten his hair out.
Yeah. You would notice a lot of tension in the room.
Yeah.
So D'Artagnan, after that, is just going to look around and go, well, let's eat, and then we'll discuss other things. But I did put a lot of food on. Who's hungry?
Yeah. What's for dinner?
Lamb stew.
Okay.
Fresh
I can
bread.
go for that.
And he's going to go, and you're going to see the two 1-year-old twins are just like still on their mother, but the 3-year-old Sabryn's going to start walking around and just poking people and saying hi. It's literally just going to be a poke, hi, go to the next person, poke, hi, stuff like that.
Sabryn, what is your face right now?
Let's find out. Okay. What's your passive insight? Or regular insight, however you like.
We'll go off passive. 13.
Ah, you just beat me. It's panic, but there is an attempt at concealment. And she's been very careful not to say anything while her sister's in the room.
And you've also never told them your sister's name.
No.
Nope.
I've never even told them I had a sister.
Nope.
Technically, as far as anyone's concerned, this is just another halfling.
Yeah.
With the child with the same name as me.
Yeah.
But she's definitely tracking the sister while she's in the room and the kid. Just full panicking.
Francisco's gonna lean over, just go, I think it's gonna be okay. I don't think I'm gonna have any daggers at me this time. I'm not gonna know why you're panicking, so.
Yep.
Picking up on the tension, I mean, Tooth's gonna go over to D'Artagnan. Is everyone like quiet and at the table, or are we just kind of still?
You'd be finding somewhere
settling
to
in.
sit. Yeah. Kith Grace would have motioned you guys to like pull up chairs and just like find somewhere in the room to sit and eat.
While that moment's happening, Tooth's gonna stand up pretty straight and say, I don't know if I was exactly invited. I was a late addition to this group, and I don't mean to impose. I can always wait in the cart. There's plenty of room in the cart.
Oh no, silly! Just find somewhere to sit. We'll be fine. The more the merrier. Just in here. She's gonna hand you one of the twins.
Yeah, he'll kind of very uncomfortably pick up the kid and take a seat.
Okay.
And comfortably pick up the child.
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't know how to hold it.
No.
Yeah, for sure.
Holding it like a blanket.
Yeah. Yeah. So food is brought out. Who is going to partake? I wasn't too sure if Talos and Ben were going to sit, or are you going to just stand and let the people who need food, and Sabryn and whatnot, who is going to try to eat? I assume Tooth and Francisco will. Carter is pretty much not talking much. She's more letting you guys do everything, but she's going to start helping D'Artagnan with all the food. So she's going to go to the kitchen and help.
I take some, but more to stop any questions about why I would not be taking some than to actually, eat it.
They know Talos. They'll figure out Talos doesn't need food. So yeah, after food is brought out, did you guys want to talk while you eat?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very awkward for Ben because Ben's not eating, but he's still sitting there respectfully. So
Okay.
he's just kind of sitting there. Everyone else is eating.
Okay.
At a glance, without more information about Ben, does Ben just kind of look a little sickly, like
No.
off color in that way, or just like actually translucent?
A little translucent. Kind of depends on the light.
Yeah.
All right.
Like in the sun, you could probably tell. Yeah, something's off of there.
Looks
Probably now that he's inside, it's a little less obvious.
Yeah.
Because it's like a little dimmer. It's a little harder to see, but something's not right about him. Yeah.
An elfish.
Yeah. Tooth would lean over, like not like if you haven't touched your food and just seeing how you are you all right? You feeling all right?
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah. I'll go back to eating.
While you guys are eating, D'Artagnan's going to look up at Talos and go, "Do you require anything? I've met a couple of yours, but they're more working class. I've never seen one like that." Yeah.
I can, if it would make you more comfortable.
Oh, no, I'm just... didn't know if you required anything or not. I don't know how you work. I'm sorry.
That is perfectly fine. And I'll take a seat, but a bit further back from where food is.
Are you good with children?
I've been surrounded them all my life.
Good. You get the twins. And he's going to pick up both twins and hand them to you while everybody eats. And the little Sabryn is going to sit on Sabryn's lap.
No.
I rolled a 5 and I went...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It honestly might be the least uncomfortable Sabryn has felt since she's been in here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she almost instinctively picks up Sabryn when she comes over and puts her on her lap and, feeds her a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, she's sort of used to children.
Okay.
But still tries to avoid looking anywhere near Kit.
Okay. So dinner's probably going to go a little longer than normal. We'll say like a good half hour with everybody pretending to eat and not eating, and some of you stuffing your face. Sabryn is going to try and eat from your bowl that you are kind of picking from.
Yeah, I let her.
Yeah. So after all that, it's getting a little late, so Kith Grace is going to grab the 3 kids and take them into the next side of the house where you can tell their bedrooms are. And as you go, little Sabryn's just going to wave and go night. As the kids and their mother head over to the next room to leave you with D'Artagnan. So after dinner, Carter is going to do some dishes and help clean up, while D'Artagnan takes you guys over into the main sitting room, put some more wood on the fire, and sit down and have a talk.
Yep. So I'll sit down and pull out my pipe and get comfy, and so I hear you have a house for me.
Yeah, it's an odd one. It's only a couple houses over from us. A few things about the house before I take you guys over there. It's old. It's roughly about 2,000 years old. It's been part of our ongoing restoration projects in New Hope. The original people that lived there were mages. So it has a semi-magical aura about it. It also has a very, very you'll see when you get there. It's got its own cleaning service. I don't know how they've done it. I don't know how long it's been there. You will see a few enchanted brooms and other things cleaning the place constantly. We've had a few people try to live there in and out over the years, but they haven't really stayed due to, as they say, it's a little weird through the night. As you get over there, it's got a... I'll show you when you get over there. It's nothing that no one's really had to worry about, but there's one room that's been magically sealed that nobody's been able to ever open, so as long as you don't try to do anything stupid while you're there, you should be fine. But yeah, it's an old house, it's well kept, but it's a little odd. That's why we're giving it to you, because nobody else seems to want to stay there.
I feel like Francisco and Sabryn definitely catch eyes just a little bit at this weird, unopenable room.
Yeah.
Don't do anything stupid. Oh, we're definitely gonna try.
Okay.
But yeah, it sleeps, I think it's got like room for 7. So it's kind of like ours. It's a like a 2-system house. Main stuff on one, basement and everything, living, whatnot on the other side.
Yeah. And by the way, if you didn't get word, your niece and nephew are named Ian and Janet.
Nope. I didn't get word of that. All I got word was my sister had her kids and something weird's going on that you're supposed to let me know about so I can get word elsewhere. Yeah, all I got was to set the house aside from you guys. That was really the quick message that came through. So what's going on?
Yeah, hi. Speaking of weird kids, and Sabryn is doing her best attempt at Francisco's accent. And it's not very good. Yeah, how did you guys meet? Y'all seem nice.
Who, Kith Grace and I?
Oh, yeah, yes.
Oh, I moved in here, I don't know, about 15-ish years ago, on work, and work in the fields. Her family's out there. Just one thing led to another, and after a while, I met her when, I don't know, we've been 6 years, I think, together now, in and around there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. Just something that kind of happened. Yeah, nothing too important. Her parents are pretty neat. Hard workers. Yeah. No, she just has, most people do, family issues, but hey. We've settled in here now.
Sure, yeah.
We've settled in here pretty good. Yeah. Didn't really think I was going to have 3 kids, but that happens.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, but I'm still with mine. Anyway, yeah. Did you guys want to go see your house now, or did you want?
Yeah. Let's get out of your hair. Let's go. I just leave the house.
All right, you guys can catch me up on what's going on tomorrow. Then you're invited for breakfast, so we'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, Kit's taking the kids to go visit the grandparents tomorrow, so it'll be pretty much just us.
Yeah, I'm sure we have a lot of business to talk.
Yep. Don't know much on the business part, but we got lots to talk about. So yeah, as you guys go outside, grab your cart. You don't really need to get in the cart. You can pretty much just grab the horses and walk them. Carter's going to grab one. She's still not talking much. She's pretty much just letting you guys do your thing. So you guys go down a couple more, pretty much the same road, just a couple houses down. And you come across a house that's kind of similar to D'Artagnan's, a little bit bigger, and it looks like this one.
Ooh.
I like it.
So three.
That's a good place to hunt.
Yeah.
So 3 stories.
A whole tower up there.
Yeah.
And as you guys open the door and go in Roll20, you should have your a map there to see the. So you guys are going to be going in the left side. That's the main entrance. And you guys are going to walk in and see your first floor. I haven't got the entire map for the other side yet. I haven't found anything that I like. But pretty much this is the layout for the first and second floor on the left-hand side of the house.
Kitchen.
I'll throw some tokens in there for you.
Yeah. It's dope.
Alright, the big question is, what was the unopened room?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Did you want him to show you right away?
And give us the tour. So I figure it'll be part of the tour.
Okay. So as you guys go through the main entrance, you will see a seating area for 6. Washroom on your right. You're going to go kitchens there. It's pretty much the same as the layout. As you guys go walk through, this place is a lot nicer than D'Artagnan's. This has a little more elegance to it. So this is more of a high-end magical home. It is spotless. As you walk through, you will see a like an enchanted broom and dustbin just going around, sweeping up for no apparent reason because there's nothing on there. You'll see one on each side of the house. And every now and then you're going to have just... Eventually, as you guys go through, you will just see random spots of water appear on the ground, and then a sponge will just start scrubbing. No reason, just constantly upkeeping this house. So as you go through, second floor, there is 2 bedrooms, 1 main room, 1 small room. You have like a small little sitting area. There is shelves with books. Eventually, once you go through the books, most of them are just going to be nothing too important. They're just more stuff to read. So like biographies on some historic people and like just random short stories, novels, and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, Tooth is like tapping on wood and looking at the brickwork and just very impressed by how common is it for average houses to be that old in this town? Or do we get a sense that this is like extraordinary?
This is probably going to be one of the... It looks old on the outside, but on the inside is very nice. So it's just one of the... Everything pretty much outside looks old, but well upkept. So it is still... You will see certain spots as you go through the town that still hasn't been repaired and needs repaired. Some of the old like stone buildings or wood buildings where they need to replace a bunch of like rotting boards and stuff. It is pretty much they are trying to keep it as pristine as it was 3,500 years ago. So it is still a very old part of the town.
It's not bad. Where's the sealed off room?
Well, All I can tell you is don't try anything stupid. A couple people have died trying stuff stupid. It is in the basement over on the other side of the house. So as you go down into the basement, once I get a map for that place, it is pretty much a your standard basement that has like barrels full of. For some reason, this place also sometimes, if you open up all the barrels, you will see dried meat and all dried fruit and all that. Nothing really fresh in here, but it does have stores of dried food. The kitchen, because there's no one living in here, once you go through the kitchen, there's anything prepared there. But what you will notice, like a basin of water that has fresh, crystal clear water in it. And if you, by chance, take any out of it, it will refill itself for you.
Fancy.
The magical door, as you go down to the basement, you will see that it is covered up by a very, very nice tapestry. Pretty much the tapestry is just going to predict a bunch of people farming in a field. As he covers it, he's just going to say, we just cover it just because it's just so you can hopefully forget that it's there. As you go and he takes the tapestry down, he needs your help because he's small. You will see a stone door in like an arch shape. It has a couple runes that are glowing blue around it. And if you try to touch it, you will feel a very, very large vibration coming through the wall itself, giving off a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
You will not see a keyhole anywhere, but it is covered in magical runes.
Okay.
And if you give me perception checks, it's going to be a high DC to see if you see
Totally.
anything else.
Yep. Definitely gonna do a perception check.
11. I have a bad perception.
5.
Hey, not that bad.
8.
Oh my god. I should not have the best score, you guys. This is so bad.
We're doing
Yeah,
great.
16.
Oh, good. Alright.
I'm trying to figure out how much money this tapestry might be worth.
It's old and nice. But yeah, you don't see anything else. You needed a 20 or above. So yeah.
Does it feel warm like it's giving off actual heat? Like it'll burn us, or just warm to the touch?
Not really. Kind of warm to the touch, yes. Yeah,
Alright.
we'll go with that.
So,
It's like if you were, if there was like a nice roaring fire on in the next room and the doors were closed and you put your hand on the door, you would feel that nice little warmth.
these runes,
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming they look like magical runes.
Yes. If you give me an Arcana.
Oh, yeah, I'm so good at Arcana.
I would love to.
If
Please.
anyone wants to do an Arcana check, you can.
I would love to.
7.
I'll try.
Yeah. No, that's super good. 23.
23.
Yeah, I'm actually good at Arcana.
Alright, give me one.
You have a +0.
I have a plus 6.
Give me 1 second.
How do you have a +6?
I'm proficient.
No, I'm thinking more. I don't think it's possible to get +6. No, 3.
I have a 19 in intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah, so +4,
4 plus
+2.
2.
You will be able to tell
Too smart.
that there's some sort
That
of
shouldn't be possible.
there's some
A 19 in intelligence?
At level 3, no.
Yeah.
Because you have +2 for proficiency.
And
So
then,
+2 proficiency and +4 on your
and
check.
some sort of magical item, I think, that I gave her.
I don't think so.
Oh, can't remember.
No, not on my ability, not on my stat itself.
Okay. Anyway, you will notice a some sort of enchantment is on the door.
Sorry, I can explain this. He did let me, instead of taking from my racial traits, where you normally get 2 and 1, he let me take all 3 in intelligence.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Sacrifice a lot more for that, but yes.
Yeah.
That'll be it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is a highly enchantment on it. Spell.
Yeah. Is it, I don't know if I can tell this, but is it to keep something out or to keep something in?
With that high, you would tell that it's something meant to harm someone who's not supposed to touch it.
Gotcha. Can I ritual cast comprehend languages?
You can, yes.
That's what I'd like to do. I'd like to see if I can read the sigils.
Okay.
While he does that, can I have a feature which means I can quick cast ritual spells?
Mhm.
Just cast identify on the door.
Okay. So after 10 minutes.
Oh no, I can do it as an action.
Okay, well, he's doing it as a ritual anyway, so if you wanted to save your spell.
Oh no, I have to read out the description, but it means I can once a day do a ritual as an action.
Oh, okay, for the...
Not using the spell.
As a scribe. Sure.
Yeah.
You will be able to identify that this door has... you wouldn't be able to tell what type, what actual spell it is, because it is too high of a level for you to understand. In your mind, you're going to, as you do your identify, Spock is going to just say, yeah, no, don't touch that yet. We'll figure that out. That might take the entire building away. Let's not do anything right now. We need time. That's above us. And 10 minutes later, when Francisco goes and does your comprehend languages, you're not going to be able to still see much, but you will see there is a warning on there. Only those that are proficient enough, smart enough, and what's the easiest way to say this? Only those who are meant to come through here will be allowed to come through here. That's pretty much the gist of what you're going to get. You will be able to tell that the door itself will only let certain people through. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And there will be a warning that if you are not allowed to come through here, your life and anyone around you will be forfeit. So that's up to you if you want to tell everybody.
Yeah, this story's gonna kill you.
With that stuff said, can Tooth look it over to see if it has any similarities to his knowledge about like any religious sites or any religious iconography?
Nothing really about your background. No, not at all. This is a more, like even, no, you'd have to be an archmage in order to understand this.
She
It's
is
too
not.
old. No, it is too old. So yeah. Hence why it's behind a tapestry.
And this is basically like one, as far as we can tell, one way in,
Yes.
one way out. Like floor plan wise,
Floor
there's
plan
not another
wise, if you went
wall.
out, if you were, you're in the basement, so you wouldn't really be able to tell how far extra, but you're pretty much at the end of a wall from the outside. So looking at the door, you'd know the basement goes a little bit further in than the outside of the building. But other than that, you just, the magic auras and stuff you get off of it is don't touch, don't ask, ignore. At least for now.
Yeah, I'll hang the tapestry back up and say, all right, screw it. I'm tired. I'm gonna get some sleep.
Yep. So you guys, there are 7 rooms. A couple of them are single beds. There will be a couple with doubles and one room with a lovely king-size bed.
Dibs.
Or you can roll for it. But there's not many of you that need sleep. But if you each want your own room, D'Artagnan is pretty much just going to look at everybody and go, enjoy. There's... actually, before we go, come outside. There is a magical lock that will attune to you all individuals. So you can come and go as you please. I've been shown how to set that, but that's about it. So as you guys go outside, Carter's pretty much... you can tell she's just taking one of the single rooms. She would have just thrown a couple bags in there. So as you guys go outside the main room, he's going to close the door and he's going to depress just like a stone in the wall. And a rune is going to come up and he's going to ask you to each put your hand on it. And it will attune you to the house. So you can come and go as you please. So anytime you go outside, it will automatically lock for you now. And you just put your hand on the same spot and it will unlock and let you in.
Oh, yeah. Hand on.
Yeah.
And from there, he's going to tell you guys, I'll see you guys for breakfast. Come to my place. Come about 8-ish, and I'll have the yard apes and the wife out of the way.
Yeah. It works.
Yep.
Okay, and from there, I think we'll take our first break.
Okay.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw indeed.